Welcome back, and we have some breaking news coming in of these visuals on a screen right now coming in of the Prime Minister chairing a high-level meeting on the COVID-related situation and vaccination drive across the country. This particular meeting is also being attended by the Secretary for MOHFW, Secretary for DBT and Secretary for Road Transport and Highways, and also the Cabinet Secretary and others who have participated in this particular meeting. Remember, the Prime Minister has been closely tracking all the developments and taking stock of the situation, constantly holding such high-level meetings to help India fight back in the second wave of the pandemic. And these are the latest visuals of the Prime Minister chairing this review meet on COVID situation. Let's go across to my colleague Aishwarya Kapoor joining us as well. Aishwarya, we are getting in these first visuals of the Prime Minister chairing a review meeting.
This is a very, very important meeting. At the end of the day, ministers and then officers from across the board, from across the ministries are present. The Prime Minister is being briefed regarding the vaccination drive. Prime Minister is going to be briefed regarding the availability of oxygen, ventilators, ICU bed, every detail, though it is already present in a report, but then physical briefing is being done, and if any altercation and if any decisions need to be taken, they will be taken in real time, keeping in mind that there are complaints coming in from certain sectors and from certain very specific states that there is still laxity of few very, very important things, and hence keeping in mind Prime Minister chairing this meet, this is the most crucial time post the second wave of COVID hitting India, because now numbers of recoveries have at last increased over the number of fresh cases, and I'm talking about daily cases. This is something which is a positive sign for the Indian healthcare system. We are also being told that those drastic decisions which have been taken to basically strengthen further our whole medical system are at the end of the day working, and but still, as we just mentioned, there are still certain measures which need to be taken as the second wave of COVID-19 reaching to the hinterland, reaching to our villages, and what more needs to be done to prepare our villages for it. And now, as we've seen, several state governments, to the likes of Uttar Pradesh, to the likes of Madhya Pradesh, even Maharashtra, taking the Prime Minister's diktat verbatim and then making clear that every district to have two fully functional hospitals with 50 oxygen beds and then 10 to 15 ventilator beds. It's something which is being taken, or rather which is going to be made mandatory for the complete country and for each and every state and their internal union territory, and that could really help in reducing the stress and pressure onto the cities and onto the other metros, and this is something which will further help the whole medical infrastructure. So yes, every minutest possible detail is now being reviewed, is now being briefed up by the Prime Minister himself as we speak, Richa, and just for making clear that officials and then also ministers in certain cases from all departments, whether it's family and healthcare, whether it is health, whether it is the implementation part, whether it is the home department, everyone is present so that the decisions can be taken in real time. There is no review meet after this. The Prime Minister can decide and the implementation could begin in real time. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for getting us that latest update. So the Prime Minister chairing a high-level meeting on the COVID-19 related situation and the vaccination drive across the nation being headed by the Prime Minister in presence of all the top officials.